Getting your amateur radio license is like getting a driver's license. You have passed the test and now you finally get to get behind the wheel. The best gear depends entirely on your budget and whether you want to start with local VHF UHF repeaters or jump straight into global HF shortwave communications. Here is a 2026 guide to the gear you could consider, categorized by budget and goals. Entry level is meant to get on the air immediately, listen to local nets and learn radio etiquette. If you want to test waters without a huge investment, a handheld transceiver is a starting point. The ultra budget choice, low priced handheld radios at around $20 to $35 are the gateway of ham radio. They are basic, but they get into local repeaters. Better choice, around $70, higher power ones with 8 watts of power and USB-C charging, which is a massive quality of life upgrade for 2026. For $80 to $110, you get handheld radios from reputed manufacturers. These are significantly more durable than the cheaper alternatives and have better receivers that won't go deaf in high interference areas. The rubber duck antenna that comes with cheap radios is notoriously poor. A $20 flexible antenna upgrade will instantly double your effective range. Next step is a permanent home station known as base station or a high quality mobile setup for your car or jeep. Handhelds are great for portability, but their 5 watt power limit can be frustrating. A 25 to 50 watt mobile radio, whichever is permitted by your license, used as a base station will let you hit repeaters 50 plus miles away. VHF UHF mobile, these provide high power up to 50 watt for your car or home. Some of them are capable of DMR, digital mobile radio. Then you could consider budget HF. HF is shortwave. You could build from a kit like the EC-BitX low power radio which I had posted earlier, or buy one of the BitX radios as a starter. A basic linear amplifier like the VU2 EVQ linear amplifier which I am building from a PCB is a good upgrade to give around 100 watts SSP. These will be significantly below the price range in the title. Other imported products in medium budget can also be considered if you wish. If you have a higher budget, go for global communications and a long haul. Buying a high quality HF transceiver now prevents buying twice later. IC7300 has a beautiful touchscreen waterfall display that lets you see the signals on the band. It is incredibly intuitive for beginners. I am using FT710 with similar price range, which is a newer product. Still newer IC7300 Mark II is significantly more expensive. Yaesu FT991A, if you want only one radio on your desk, this is it. It does HF, VHF and UHF all in one box. Many of my friends are using that radio for both HF and even satellite communications. Then there is the IC705. It's a radio designed for hiking and parks on the air. One of my friends went roving all the way up to KL7, that is Alaska, with an IC705 last year and operated satellites from there. You need a power supply. Most home radios run on 13.8 volts DC, not an AC wall outlet. Look for 30 ampere switching mode power supply, which should be of good quality to prevent interference on HF bands. Coaxial cable is needed to connect the radio to the antenna. Better not go for the cheapest ones. Some good quality ones are to be considered as a long-term investment. As the antenna, you could simply build a dipole with a wire or buy a pre-made vertical or even wire antenna depending on your budget. SWR meter is a must if your radio doesn't have one. The homebrew ones may not have one, and then you need SWR meter. Nano VNA is good for your antenna experiments. These will let you know the reflected power, and extra reflected power can damage the expensive final transistors of the radio.